What's going on, guys? I'm Dave, and in this video I'm going to show you around Grange Hall, the newest food hall in the Denver area. It just opened up this week in Greenwood Village near Pindustry and Fiddlers Amphitheater, and based on how many people were already there on a Saturday afternoon, the word is definitely out. Grange Hall is a little bit different than your typical Denver food hall because it's in the suburbs, and also its level of busyness is going to be highly determined by what's going on at Fiddlers Amphitheater, kind of like Milepost Zero is with Coors Field. So if there's a big concert going on, you're going to get a good mix of people who are from the area and also people from all over Denver who are there for the concert who are all converging on Grange Hall. And you'll see in this video, it gets pretty packed in there and it can get pretty loud. People have been looking forward to Grange Hall opening for a while, so let's get right into this video and I'll show you around. Located right off Arapahoe, within walking distance to Torchy's, Fiddlers Amphitheater, and also the recently opened Pindustry, you'll instantly feel the energy the second that you walk into Grange Hall, especially if you're going there on a concert night. Compared to more low-key food halls like Junction and Zeppelin Station, Grange Hall definitely feels a lot more lively and even more packed in, despite the fact that the floor plan is pretty open and the ceilings are pretty tall. You'll see what I'm talking about in the videos. It's definitely a big venue, but a large part of Grange Hall is being reserved for private events right now, and I really hope that they consider opening that up to everyday people who are going to be there, because on a busy night, it could use the space. And whether the busyness of Grange Hall is a good thing or a bad thing to you really depends on what you're looking for. It gets about as busy and as loud as Avanti does during like a happy hour or a weekday night, and it definitely gets a lot louder in there than Denver Central Market really ever is. You don't have to yell to hear someone, but you do have to talk pretty loud. There are TVs playing sports, there are video games, sometimes there's live music, so it's definitely a fun atmosphere. But if you're looking for more of that chill, laid-back vibe, really, you gotta check the concert schedule and see what's going on to see how busy it's going to be. We took our 1-year-old to Grange Hall and he had a blast kind of navigating through the different people, and I don't even know if he's seen this many people ever in his life, but he had a lot of fun there. I could see kids who don't really like loud noises, or they get a little bit overwhelmed when there's tons of people around. It might be a little bit much for them. Like I mentioned, we went there on a night where there was a concert, so there was live music playing. The bar was super packed. Every single table inside was taken and people were table stalking trying to find one. It was really, really busy in there, and that was kind of great to see that so many people already knew that it was open. If you read the article in Westward about Grange Hall, they said that the bar provides ample seating and that anyone can get a seat there. They did not go there on a night where there is a concert because it was really, really packed and people were standing. There were not seats because there were so many people there. There are some places that can be pretty full and not feel that full. Grange Hall is not one of them. It feels busy. There are people everywhere, and that's kind of fun, but at the same time, if you are trying to social distance, either because of COVID or because you just really don't like being around that many people, on a concert night, this may not be the spot for you, but maybe you could go in the middle of the day when it's less busy. That being said, this was opening weekend. Concert season will not be going on that much longer at Fiddler, so I'm sure it will calm down and get to a more reasonable level soon, but there were a lot of people there. There were probably 5 times more people there than opening day of Milepost Zero, and probably 10 times as many people than the COVID opening of Junction. This has been something that the suburbs has been waiting for a long time, and it was really obvious. If you're enjoying this look inside Grange Hall so far, please give it a like so more people can find it. Now back to the video. If you weren't already aware, Troy Guard is the food brain behind Grange Hall, so he's opened restaurants like Bubu, Los Chingones, Tag Burger Bar, and Hashtag, where we actually went for brunch this morning. So if you're a fan of his food, you'll be a fan of the food here. Not all of the food stalls are up and running right now, but there's still a decent amount of variety. You can get burgers, gyros, fried chicken, and healthy bowls via Bubu, and there's more to come. And of course, there's a full service bar with lots of interesting cocktails, and there's actually a brewery inside Grange Hall as well, which separates it from other food halls. The plan is for this brewery to create unique beers for each of Troy Guard's restaurants around the Denver area, and for all of the beers on tap to be brewed on site. So that's pretty cool. So right now, it's not the most exciting food hall in terms of variety of food, but there's more stuff to come, including ice cream, hot dogs and sushi hand rolls, and there's a rotating spot where people can do a pop-up as well. One of the most talked about and definitely the busiest stall inside Grange Hall right now is Crack Shack, which is from San Diego, and it's a cult fan favorite for fried chicken. People love this place, and the fried chicken is really good. They created some specialty fries specifically for Grange Hall because this is their one and only location in Colorado. They were just okay, honestly. I would just stick with the regular menu, which is really good. When you think about Grange Hall's location in DTC and being close to Fiddlers Green Amphitheater, you can kind of understand why the menu is generally agreeable foods that you can eat pretty fast with your hands. There's going to be a lot of concert goers and office workers here, so I think that that kind of explains why the menu is what it is and it's not super diverse. When you're working with these crowds on an everyday basis, you just kind of want to have a bunch of food that you know that someone will be able to find something that they like. With the way that Grange Hall is laid out, there isn't a ton of room to line up at the food stalls when it's really busy without backing up into people who are actually eating. But the good part is that you can order your food online and you can get a text when your food is ready. So that part makes it really convenient. You just find a spot, get on your phone, order your food, and get it when it's ready to go. While you can order your food at the stalls, there's just really no need to. Just scan the QR code, order your food, and save yourself some time. We ordered food from Bubu, Crack Shack, and Uptown and Humboldt, so that's 3 different stalls inside Grange Hall, and all of it was ready within about 5 minutes, maybe 7 max. And I thought that that was pretty impressive considering how busy it was. Like, these guys already know what they're doing, and that's pretty nice. I know that Bubu already exists in Denver, and the rice noodles in our bowl were definitely a little undercooked. I'm gonna blame that on them just working out the kinks in the first week and them being really, really busy. Another really great part about this ordering system is that you can order food from multiple stalls and only check out one time. You'll get text messages from each stall when your food is ready, so you don't have to place different orders to get a variety of food from the different stalls inside. Since a lot of the food inside Grange Hall is food that you eat with your hands, chances are your kids will have a pretty easy time finding something that they like here. If you are like us and you take your baby everywhere, they do have a few high chairs inside Grange Hall. They might be tough to come by if there are a lot of other families there. If you're looking for them, they're usually tucked under the counter area where the garbage is, so you might be able to snag one, but keep an eye out, they do exist. If you're coming here with your family, the challenge here is that a lot of the tables here are high top seats. So this might be fine if you have older kids or people who can use those seats. But if you're coming with, I don't know, some grandparents or some younger kids that you don't trust to sit on a high top table, the standard height seating is a little bit limited. So if you need to use a high chair or you need that standard height table, maybe someone's in a wheelchair, definitely you will want to scope out those spots beforehand and lock them down because they are a little bit limited. Pro tip, if you're going to Grange Hall by yourself or maybe with one other person, there are some kind of counter-like seating areas that are on the sides of a few of the food stalls, and you might be able to snag a spot there, especially that would work if you're just there with one other person, and some people really weren't seeing those seats, so they were pretty vacant. And this is totally random, but for a place that has such an extensive and cool cocktail and drink menu, I was pretty surprised that they just have a really basic Coca-Cola fountain machine. Generally, food halls in the Denver area, they either have cooler ones, I don't know, like Stubborn Soda. I think Pepsi owns them anyways, but at least it looks kind of interesting. Or something like Avanti, they have those more natural sodas where half of them are disgusting, but you get it anyways because it looks cool. I was just surprised that they just have a basic Coca-Cola fountain machine here. No one's mad at it, but it's kind of weird. Grange Hall and Pindustry are completely transforming this stretch of Arapahoe Road and the before and after experience of going to a concert at Fiddlers Green Amphitheater. Just from seeing how busy it was at 4 p.m. on a Saturday, Grange Hall is definitely something that this area of the burbs has been looking forward to. I would say that actually more people that were there were from the area instead of people who are going to a concert. I think it's going to be super busy, and once the rest of the food stalls open up inside, it's going to be a pretty awesome place to get a good variety of food because right now it's a little bit limited. Grange Hall is kind of proving that cool things can exist in the suburbs, and I think people are going to come out in a big way to support this place. It will be pretty busy, I think, even during the winter months when outdoor concert season is long gone. Since you've made it this far, please give this video a like or share it with a friend who wants to check out Grange Hall with you, or maybe someone who lives in the South Denver suburbs. I make videos all the time about new stuff that's happening in Denver. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed checking out Grange Hall.